It is time to talk about more Pokemon.
Dear Jesus, why?
As you can see, we got two new members on our Poke Chats. They'll show up every once in a while. Unfortunately, this one's going to be heading out. But, yeah, classes and stuff. But he might show up later on if we still making videos on this.
2 hours long.
Well, it's not like it hasn't happened before. But anyway, I guess we should just get into it. A while back we made a Pokemon video talking about our opinions on stuff like the Pokemon, the stuff they added to the game, etc. And we figured we'd do a, what's the word I'm looking for here? Follow-up. That's the good word for it. On what we found out in the last few days playing. And there's some things that haven't changed, some things that we have to apologize about Pangoro. Only somewhat of an apology, though. It doesn't get a full apology. And also some new things we've found in our beating up things in different places. Well, I guess nothing else to do but to start.
Infinite depression at the Mason.
Oh yes, we also got some
bullshitting you at every turn.
Got some stories on the Mason too that bring up. I almost forgot about that. Of course, Elliot would never forget.
Neither occasion.
Well, I guess we should just start with the egg moves of the Pokemon.
Yeah, they exist. They are not plentiful for Kalos mons.
Yeah. Pokemon don't have a whole lot of new things. It's probably just going to be us talking about more notable egg moves that things get.
Toxic spikes on Froakie.
Yep, Froakie gets toxic spikes. It's interesting. Really, you can give it spikes and toxic spikes.
Randomly screw the fairies, and it's just funny that way.
It's true. Oh, freaking! Gotta talk about him, Chespin. It's got stuff.
Suddenly pain split.
Yeah, like I mentioned a while back, it got pain split. Didn't remember exactly how. It turns out it's level 52. Its egg moves include Synthesis and Curse.
It's gonna live.
It's gonna tank. And especially with that spiky shield.
Bulletproof covers a weakness, so not too bad.
It's be great. Delphox, I actually don't know what Delphox had.
It didn't really get anything noteworthy.
I didn't think so. Who else got egg moves that we cared to look at?
Goodra.
Oh yeah, Goodra got some egg moves.
Acid Armor and Curse. We heard it had a weak point, so we
got rid of it.
Yeah.
Speaking of egg moves, Pangoro. It's
all of the nothing?
Yeah, no punching moves ever. Despite having Iron Fist.
Sense. This makes sense.
But
and no Mach Punch, no Bullet Punch, no Thunder, Ice, or Fire, no Close Combat, no Pursuit, nothing that would be helpful.
Right. And even if it's not in the punch, no Sucker Punch either. But it does get area Ace from level up.
It's just game-less.
It's so stupid. But it does get interesting. Two interesting egg moves. Me First and Storm Throw.
Gives it something to do, I guess.
Only guess. Freaking Go-Go has Milk Drink.
It does. It's its ultimate move. Goat milk for everyone.
I just can't get over it having it. It's like, dude, how? Let's see, other guys who get moves that we aren't thinking of. I think it's like all the main ones we saw. Those are the ones that we're most interested in. Any other guys you are wanting to bring up that got some moves?
We already knew about Tyrantrums, Dragon Dance, and Fangs, and all that happy
That's
stuff.
true. Well, I guess it means it's time to go to the apology thing for Pangoro. It turns out that 95 HP does give it a bit of living power, and if you tack on an assault vest onto it, it actually can take some big hits and revenge kill with its 124 attack. So it's not as paper as we expect it to be.
It still needs more Drain Punch.
It still needs more moves like that, but it's not as bad as originally thought. And it's also not fair that we gave it such crap, yet a certain someone was giving it so much praise to Clawitzer, despite Clawitzer being basically the same thing but with less HP and special attack instead. It's like he's,
Launcher too strong.
it's like someone should have noticed that or something. But anyway, it's not terrible, it's just not super good. It could have been better, and they just decided not to give it moves to use Iron Fist with.
They're terrified of everything they've ever done, so they scaled everything back.
It's like they're trying to keep this game from escalating, even though it already has. I mean, when you give Mewtwo a Mega Evolution, you should not be worrying about whether or not a panda is able to hit things really hard.
Such as it is, I guess.
But yeah. Guess next order of business should be probably the Mason.
Well, it can be kind of stupid sometimes.
Yeah, you should tell them some stories. That's the best way to go through this.
Okay, so my 116 or so streak, a couple days back, was broken by a wall rain that hit me 2 turns in a row with Sheer Cold and Fisher.
Yeah.
The ironic part was the one that got hit with Fisher had minimized and was going to use it that turn. Nope. It got outran somehow
By a walrus. A freaking walrus outran it.
It was not that slow.
You gotta think about that. Well, I guess it has all its investments in speed. It doesn't need any attack.
Speed and HP. I don't even fucking know. And then a Dragonite proceeded to crit and flinch on the same turn with Dragon Rush. When I was using Roost with Gliscor, it could have tanked the entire rest of whatever the hell they had, but no. Dragon Rush just hit 4 turns in a row with the pivotal flinch, and it was done. And now just today, I got over 140, and was knocked out by a King's Rock Starmie that managed to debuff my special defense with Psychic and flinch me at 2 or 3 very inopportune times, and Clefable went down, and it was all over. This place.
It is very hard to
And
keep
they
going.
give you these retarded goalposts. Just to
First 100, second one 200.
100, fine. I can do that. It's not so bad if you have all the bullshit available to you.
It's true. But then they start getting even
But
more
200, when you have to deal with
Wall
one-hit
rain.
KO guys every step of the way and just
And they will.
random flinch hacks.
And they got a 90 accuracy with those one-hit KOs somehow. It's because I remember going in there first time, I think about 28 things in, I got hit by a stun fisk that used fissure on my Gudra, first move.
I expect that kind of stuff from really bad pokes that don't have much else. But Walrein shouldn't need to do that. It has good stats and moves.
It's Juan's wall rain, I'm telling you. You remember Juan from Emerald? He wanted you dead.
At any rate, I'm not giving this up. Nope.
Well,
I have to see what that reward is.
I'm taking Pokemon to myself just to see how far they can get before bullcrap starts happening. And his most recent team I took in there is the starter team for Gen 6. It's actually going really well. Like, it's been a long time since we've gotten a set of starters that were all good. Like, Gen 3...
Kleptomaniac Delphox.
Yeah. What did you say?
Kleptomaniac
Oh yeah,
Delphox.
Kleptomaniac, yeah. That's actually how I start my things off. Is I bring in a Magician Delphox to obviously steal their items, but it's also there because it has the innate ability to lower either one of their attacks.
With either Mystic Fire or Will-O-Wisp. It's pretty baller.
Yep, and then you just give it a psychic attack, a strong psychic, Psyshock, what have you, and then I guess Calm Mind if you just want to make sure you can beat them dead, and you're good to go. And because that's how I basically did all the matches I've gone through so far. I think I've gotten through like 15 matches straight without losing more than one poke at a time at any given time, because, well, I keep Delphox in there, debuffing their stuff and killing their stuff until she runs out of HP.
I can definitely say you need a fairy in this place if you intend to get a very long win streak, because they are going to throw Draco Meteors and stuff at you. And it's just, it's not nice.
Or you can give your Greninja Dragon Claw and just try to kill them before they kill you.
Latios and Latios, man, they are.
Latios and Latios are
monsters.
butts. They don't even have their stones yet, which is another thing we should talk about after I finish up the roster of this team, because that's also stuff that happened. Next that I use after Delphox is done doing what it does is the tankiest chestnut in the world. Everything in the defense, the special defense, with Leech Seed and Spiky Shield, and then whatever else you want, because really, that's all it needs. Like I was trying to use Pain Split for a while, but it never really came into use because I'm always like at full health.
Well, there's always synthesis.
Yeah, it always has synthesis as an option. If you want to doubly hurt them, Toxic Leech Seed, make them run out of health faster. You can even just devote it to an extra attack if you just want to have a way to pound them down to make them hurt better.
One day it will get Drain Punch, and it will be a total monster.
If it gets Drain Punch ever, oh geez, that's its third slot right there. Forever. Although Gyro Ball is also nice, since it's slow. At least when it's relaxed, it's slow. And then if it somehow gets beaten, or if it's not able to fight, like it gets taunted or something, and it doesn't have an attack anymore, you got the Protean Greninja. With really any 4 moves you want, because it'll just get a stab with them. Preferably Acrobatics being on there, and maybe Water Shuriken to take care of annoying Toots. The other 2 moves can be whatever you want. I'm using a 2 priority moves with the Shuriken and Shadow Sneak just so I can kill things in this Mason.
Having priority is really important, because there are a lot of scary things that are just really fast or just go completely batshit when they get down to the pinch area due to barriers or whatever.
Yeah, it's just so stupid.
What time is it?
It's 12:04, Mr. Interrupter. Anyway. Anyway, I was saying, yeah, it says a lot of things that are super fast, and with apparently 100 accuracy on stupid things, you will get Hypnosis every single time. And Confuse Ray along with it.
I never stay in when I get confused. I just... No. So far, I can say that by far the most effective thing in here, at least in my opinion, is Mega Kangaskhan. Because due to the whole double attacking shenanigans, you can just get a bunch of stupid power really fast with Power Up Punch, and you can break sashes, you can break sturdy. It's got Sucker Punch for the priority for anything that's too quick for you.
That's true.
It really only has trouble with non-offensive levitating ghosts, which do happen, so you have to be on your toes there. Well, any immunity to status you can get is
Always
invaluable.
Let's see. In my opinion, I mean, Great Mega King is really good because of that double power-up punch. But if you're not fighting anything that's got a stab earthquake, it's also pretty cool to use a Mega Mawile. Its defenses are big enough to take most hits pretty easily. And it's got huge power with a 105, I think it was 105 attack. So,
Yeah.
so it'll probably kill whatever it's fighting.
Whenever it gets to make a move, it's gonna count.
Yep, and since it got Sucker Punch, it's probably going to kill more aggressive things.
Play rough.
And then it has Play Rough and Iron Head for stab, and then Fire Fang on mine anyway, because it'll kill the things that go out of my barrier. I'm looking at you, grass types. But not looking to use megas for whatever reason. I'm gonna give props to this Chestnut. It has the bulkiest body.
Well, there's always Speed Boost Blaziken.
Well, yeah, if you want to play easy mode, it's Boost Blaziken.
It's good, but I actually haven't been hearing much of it just getting through here at all.
I would just assume people aren't using it. Especially if there's like bullet punching Mega Lucario to be used.
At any rate, I am really liking Gliscor and Clefable in here, because they have more or less status immunity, and they can just wall virtually anything on their respective spectrums.
Which is better than Mega.
I think so. There is talk about the Mason. It's like the only other thing to talk about in game
At least
is
I
the.
like how you get like all the BP in the world, so you can afford everything.
But if you
As long as you can get that 50 streak, which is not hard.
But if you want money, the Chateau is in fact where it's at.
So good. You spend like 400 grand, and then you get all that back right away. And if you keep going back over the course of the day, it's just pure profit.
No, man. When you get to Grand Duke, when you get to that level, it's 100 grand like all the time, because you start seeing mostly people who give large amounts of money. If you do the
Turn
gold
on the
bit,
prize money power level 3 and watch it roll.
like after I got to that point, I made like 4 times my money back after going through like 5 battles from redoing a writ of challenge.
It's pretty nuts. Eventually, you just don't even need that money anymore.
There's only one reason to get the money at one point is to buy all the clothes. How's that going, Elliot?
I'm not finding new things. It's kind of offensive.
It's so offensive. It's like
If I'm lucky, I walk into a store and see like one thing that got replaced with something I don't have.
It's mostly offensive. It's like, I know we went over this before, but why do the females get like everything in the world?
I don't know, man. It's just the dumbest.
Wow. Okay, this is something off topic. This person over here just got beaten by someone, and they said, "Wait, seriously, I won?" Oh, well, that's not good. I can't return home if I win. Freaking sentient bastards. Anyway, that's that part of the segment. Let's go to the next part of the segment. The spoilers that we haven't gotten to because we've been busy playing Pokemon segment.
Yeah, pretty much. So some master hacker guy around Smogon or some such managed to get the 3 hidden event legendaries, as well as the last 2 Mega Pokemon to appear by editing the encounter pointer on Bunnelby or something like
On
that.
Bunnelby?
Yeah.
It always comes back to Bunnelby. Always.
What's so good with Volcanion?
He wants to know what the thing with Bunnelby is.
It really didn't have to be Bunnelby. Just
Why that one?
Because it's Bunnelby. Let's see here. There they are. Can see that there.
and yeah, they do appear like they're gonna have the types that were speculated by Cerebi way back when.
This is the first one, Volcanion. It
Water,
is.
fire.
Yeah, what he said. It's very weird. If I have, it's
Heatran like.
yeah, it's like Heatran, but it's got what looks to be a ring on its head, but it's not actually a ring. They're arms apparently, because he can open them up, and he shoots things out of them.
It's the steam Pokemon.
Next one on the list is well, it looks like it's spelled Diancie, but I'm gonna assume it's Diancie because diamond.
It's Queen of the Carbinks.
It is. It looks like a Carbink evolved. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the original intent before they decided, let's not do that. It's, what was it, Fairy Rock then?
Yep.
It's got really pink jewels. That's really all I can say for it. It's looks like a,
It's probably the Mew. Or it
probably.
might not be. It's hard to say looking at these guys.
Speaking of not knowing what to look at, freaking Hoopa. This is the guy we've all been hearing stuff about.
It's the mischievous one.
He is made of sonic rings. Needless to say, that's what he's going to be called.
Sonic.
Sonic. He's like made of rings. He's got floating arms. It's very sneaky looking.
And it's Ghost Psychic, right?
Yeah.
It might be pretty fun to play as long as you aren't retarded and keep it in on Dark and Ghost.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. In fact, I have this guy on DA who is drawing them up. There's a better image of Volcanion up front. Looks better up front in a straight up view. It looks kind of weird on the side, if you ask me. But that's not all we saw. We also found we're getting more of the villains.
Oh god, yes.
Villain?
Yep. Pokeball villain, please.
Yeah, that thing's really cool, and it's probably going to be some sort of freaking Pokemon Center exclusive handout.
It probably will be.
But
But that,
fun allowed.
but that news, well, is awesome. It's not as awesome as this one. As you can see, it is AZ's Floette.
Oh, I didn't actually see that one.
Yeah, it seems it is also available at some point in time for a
Well,
download.
it does have a signature move.
It's true. So it's got the black flower. A lot of people are speculating it's going to be the Spite Notch-eared Pichu. Like if you evolve it, it's going to lose its specialness. But we don't know, obviously. We just know it exists. And if it does keep its thing, it's going to be like the coolest looking Florges on the planet. Black Florges, let's do it. And then with all that being said,
Megapokes.
the Mega Pokes. You know what? I'm going to show you both of them at the same time. You know how I'm going to do that?
The jet plane.
Yeah, JJ the Jet Plane. There it is, Mega Latios slash Mega Latias. I say that because they look exactly the same, except for one difference. Well, two technically. The main difference is the eye color. Latios here looks like it has yellow. Pretty sure it's supposed to have red. I don't know. One has red, one has yellow. I forget which one is which. And the second difference is Latios is higher up in the air than Latias is.
Might be slightly larger.
But it's hard to tell from the battle images. No, yeah, they look exactly the same. And it's people have some people have problems with it.
'Cause they look silly.
They
They're too bulky.
became Polazion. from Kyoryuger. Big purple dinosaur rocket ships.
It has to make you wonder, is just Soldu gonna go away forever now? 'Cause as long as that thing's still around, no Mega form is gonna be impressive.
It's true, but then again, that's why they set it up so that you can't bring over items, at least conventionally.
Yeah.
So that means if they don't like items, they can just get rid of them. Almost as if they should have just done that with moves too or something.
Stealth!
What you gonna do? Let's see, other image. Oh yeah, got an image of Volcanion attacking there. See, its rings opened up and shot beams out. It might be steam, I can't tell. Freaking, it's Volcanion. He's standing. He's a character. And also we also have Diancie and Pokemon and me there.
Oh boy.
Very, very happy to be Rock Fairy. And apparently it's big diamond things sway. So I don't know how that works. It means it's not attached to its head solidly. It's
Ask Carbink.
Garbink. Yeah, I think it's probably the last batch of new pokes we'll see in this particular game, which brings up some gripes and grievances from us.
Swampert. Where?
Swampert and Sceptile, why you don't get Mega Evolutions? Blaziken got Mega Evolution. You guys are popular too. What's the deal?
I don't know.
Mega Sableye. It was like the reflection of Mawile in the old games. Why did
And they
it not get
decided
one?
to break that pair and reform new pairs and dumbest thing.
Mega Latios and Latias. I know why, but why? You didn't have to. You don't have to be the same color. You could have looked slightly different. It's like one of you's a man, the other's a woman. They could have looked somewhat different. Like, I get it's the idea of the Soul Dew thing evolved into the Mega Stone, and therefore it's basically the two of them fusing together. It's like, come on. Come on.
Where are our elemental gems?
Yes.
That's another
We
thing
don't.
we have to wonder.
Yeah, we have only the normal gem. We don't know how we're getting them otherwise, because obviously we
Not
can't.
in the Mason anywhere.
And we can't bring them over, so it's like,
And there's still the mystery of some missing berries. One of which is probably a prize, but I haven't gotten there yet.
upside down Inkay, go. Anyway, continue.
And then who knows what else mutates from these super secret prize berries, if anything at all.
I need to say there's some stuff and some things that are gonna have to be explained. Because I don't think they're gonna make them, well, they could make them downloadable items that you just get from the Pokemart, I guess, but it seems that would be a little kind of slow. Unless you can get a batch of them at a time. Or they'll do what they did in Black 2 and White 2 and make it that Poke Radar thing, but for items. Actually, they could just make it because.
Didn't they have an item radar at one point?
That's what I'm talking about. But that's,
Dowsing machines always
no, that's there. I'm talking. No, you. I'm talking about for people who are also not getting what I'm saying. In Black and White 2 for the 3DS, there was a downloadable game called like the Poke Radar.
Oh yeah.
It let you basically search for Pokemon with hidden abilities, whatever ones are in that game already, and also if you did it enough times, alternate forms of the legendary genies, and you could catch them in there and transfer them into your game. They would also sometimes drop items in their place if they didn't want to get caught, and that's how you got a lot of items back then too. So my guessing is if they really want to do something, it would probably be on the same method of that. It's an easy way to get all of our items back that way. I personally think that they should have just made items transferable and just say certain items cannot be transferred if the data does not exist in the game. But, you know, that's just me.
Data racist.
Excuse me for being freaking intelligent. And just having this crazy idea that maybe we could transfer items over unless they just don't exist in the game.
Disagrees. No fun allowed.
Game Freak, stop this. You let Stealth Rock survive, but you won't let me have my damn flying gem.
Or fire gem, as it were.
Yeah, fire gem would be nice too. It's like, come on. Come on.
Nope.
Well, apparently not. Well, it seems that's everything we have to talk about for the Pokemon stuff. Unless there's something we're blanking on.
Even if we are,
Anything-
who
Who really cares? It's getting slower, obviously, the updates as we go in because, well, the Pokemon stuff's getting more revealed as we go to other people too. We can't just update every single bit of information because that'd be redundant. So we expect the stream to run out soon, but we will still keep updated on new things that we find out, special events, whatever, because our UTV does not just mean Rant Up the Vanguard, it also means Rant Up the Vanipede. Well, any last words or final thoughts?
I was dumb enough to toxic a Gliscor, knowing full well what a Gliscor does. I deserve this one. Anyway,
Oh, wow, okay. That's really how you want to end this video?
I'm gonna out-tank its acrobatics. Fuck it.
Okay. I guess stay in school. Hopefully at some point we'll get back to vanguarding.
Bushiroad monthly dropping within
Yes,
the
it's
week.
fine,
So, yeah. Booster 14 info is gonna happen.
And then we will probably get back into the swing of those things. Pokemon takes up a life.
Does,
It's hard to just break away.
especially when this asshole game gives you
Give you-
such unreasonable goals.
It will not let you stop until it feels like you're ready to stop. Well, I guess that's it for this one. See you guys later. Feel free to comment below if anything we missed. Or to comment on Elliot poking the frog's eye. And have a nice day.